Hey everyone, thanks for stopping back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Mindy, and here on my channel I do mostly speed builds, but I also do game reviews, challenges, let's plays, and more. So if you're into that sort of content, please be sure to check out some of my other videos. Give them a great big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and as always, leave a comment in the comment section down below because I value your opinion. So today's speed build is actually a renovation of 702 Scandanavian Apartments. It is a two-story apartment in the fashion district of San Myshuno. So I'm really excited to renovate this apartment, mainly for the storyline that I have for the Sims that are living here. And if you guys have been here for a while, you know that I absolutely love coming up with stories for my Sims. It's kind of like a creative outlet for me, almost like writing a book, just like thinking of these like imaginary stories. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm a almost 31-year-old woman, and I like to make up imaginary stories. It's fine. So yeah, these two Sims living here, Demetrius and Octavia, they have been best friends their whole life, and they want to be famous. They want to be famous in the fashion industry. So Octavia wants to be kind of like a beauty guru. She wants to have her own Sims Tube channel. She wants to have her own line of makeup. She wants to be super famous. Whereas Demetrius, he wants to be like a trendsetter. He wants to do fashion photography. He wants to be on the runway. And both of them they want to be famous. And so that's kind of like their big thing. Like, they want people to notice them, and that is all well and good, but the problem is that these Sims are nowhere near famous. They have saved up a good amount of money to put a deposit on this apartment that is way out of their means, so they cannot afford this apartment at all. They have also maxed out several credit cards furnishing this apartment and hiring like decorators to come and decorate the apartment, and so they are just now starting this lifestyle. So it hasn't quite, like, the repercussions of their actions have not quite caught up with them just yet. This is for my save file, by the way, and so I have some ideas of what's going to happen in the future and where they're going to land. But basically, these Sims are all about looks. They love to have parties. They love to have people come over and visit them and just admire all of their furniture. They're very materialistic. They're kind of snobby. And yeah, I think they might be in for a rude awakening. So this apartment, I was going for kind of like a Scandinavian, boho chic, I'm not quite really sure vibe, but I really love it. I love the light wood and those bricks. I use those bricks way too often in almost every build, but I love those white bricks. They came with Realm of Magic, by the way. So if you are kind of wondering whether or not to buy Realm of Magic, it is worth it just to get those bricks. I love those bricks. I love the texture of them, the color of them, and they fit so perfectly in like modern houses and like farmhouses. I mean, like they're just so versatile. I absolutely love those bricks. As you can see, the kitchen is kind of coming together. I cut out me cluttering up the kitchen because it was just a lot of me going through the debug menu and going through the decoration menu and just kind of back and forth. So you guys don't actually see me clutter up the kitchen, but that is the basics of the kitchen. This is an open floor plan. They've got a nice little dining table here. It's kind of like a modern style mixed with this, I don't know, like boho Scandinavian type thing. And I feel like there's two different types of boho. Like, I think when I think of boho, I actually did a boho cottage a long time ago, and I used a lot of bright colors and funky patterns. But then I feel like there's more of like a mellow, boho kind of thing, and that's like with the light woods and the more earthy kind of tones, lots of plants. And so that's what I did in this apartment. There is a ton of plants in this apartment and a ton of candles, a ton of lights. I absolutely love it. So right here I'm working on the half bath. This actually has 2 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms, and so this little half bath right here, I just wanted to put a whole bunch of plants in, and I actually came up with this, well, I didn't come with this idea, but I was watching Malin, I am so sorry, because listen, I have heard Malin pronounce her name 10 times, and I keep forgetting it, and I keep even making mental notes when I hear her say her name, that it's not Malin, it's Malin, or it's not Malin, it's Malin. I don't know, but I am so sorry. So Malin Designs, what is it? Is it Malin Designs? Malin Designs is this beautiful, absolutely wonderful person who, she's an amazing simmer who does amazing builds, and I will link her channel down below. But I absolutely love her. She's the sweetest person in the whole entire world. I'm not even kidding you. So I'm so sorry I'm mispronouncing your name. She's been so sweet to me, and she's just a nice simmer. She's a good builder. She's just amazing all around, and of course she's absolutely beautiful. So I'm a little bit fangirling over her right now, but anyway, she came up with this idea of taking some jars from Eco Lifestyle, and they're just empty jars, and sizing them up and putting candles in them. And I thought it was the most genius thing in the whole entire world. So I did it all throughout this apartment. There are these little jars from Eco Lifestyle with candles in them, and it's just so beautiful, and it just matches the theme so well. I absolutely love it. I probably went a little bit overboard with the jars and the candles. You guys will see it throughout the build. It's a bit ridiculous, but it just looks so good. So thank you for that, Malin, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I feel so bad. I'm a horrible friend. But anyways, coming to the living room here, this is kind of a small living area, but because the whole apartment is open, I feel like it works really well. I actually shared a picture of this on Twitter, and a lot of people really liked it and really excited about it, and so that made me even more excited. But I use these Eco Lifestyle couches. I think they're one of our better couches that we have. We really need more couches, like more normal couches. I've been saying this for so long. We need more normal, like everyday couches. We don't have them. They're either super modern, super traditional, or they just don't fit. I don't know how to explain it, but EA, we need better couches for The Sims. So there are those little jars with the candles in them. As you can see, I kind of stuck off to the corner on the side. I also add more on top of the fireplace, and then around the fireplace at the bottom as well. But anyways, I use these Eco Lifestyle couches, and I turn them into a little sectional, and then I use that little table. I believe it was from Parenthood. Yeah, I just kind of decorate with a ton of flowers, a ton of candles. I use these hanging flowers, and it just looks really good. There's so much light in here, and it's so airy. Even though the living room's kind of closed off, it feels really big, and just tons of plants. I also put in some curtains from, oh my goodness, why do I always want to call it the Sims 3 pack too. The curtains from, I always want to say Sunlit Valley, and that's not it, because that's the Sim 3 version. The curtains from, oh my goodness, I don't remember. You know, the tropical lifestyle. What is it? I don't know. Anyways, they are super cute curtains. I'm sorry, I'm totally just like, my brain has just like shut off or something, I don't know. But there's the curtains, and I feel like they match so well because they're white and they have like these gold kind of ties around them at the bottom, and I thought that it looked really good. So also I added some more jars with candles at the bottom. I told you guys I went a little bit obsessive with it. I add a ton more in the kitchen as well. It's kind of ridiculous, but also I kind of really like it. I love the idea of like the rustic jars. I don't know, it just all fit together really well. So I also end up putting a rug down here in the living room, and you guys are going to see me go through the debug menu. I kind of debated whether or not I should cut this part out, and I decided to keep it. And the reason is because I have met so many people who do not know what the debug menu is. So if you are one of those people, that's totally okay. The debug menu is a cheat that allows you to access all of the objects in the world around you that your sim can't really interact with, or just objects that you don't normally have access to. And so this includes like street signs or certain plants or rocks or flowers, or, you know, as you can see, the candles that your sim makes. It allows you to access that. And so in order to get to this cheat, all you need to do is hit Shift Control C, and this will bring up your cheat menu in the upper left hand corner. You can go to that cheat menu and you can type in testing cheats all together and then space true. And then when you do that, you're going to bring up the cheat menu again and hit bb.show hidden objects, hit enter, and then one more time, and you're going to type in bb.show live edit objects. And then when you go down to build mode and you go to the search bar, just type in debug. When you do that, it'll bring up a whole menu of items that you don't normally have access to. I love the debug menu. I think it's great, so I kind of wanted to leave it in there so I could just take a minute to explain it to you guys. Some items will interfere with your sims. Most of them, your sims don't even know that they're there. They don't really process it that way, so it's pretty cool. Also, what you guys just saw me do is I went to the debug menu, I pulled out two little, I believe they're like dandelion type flowers, and I stuck them in the jar using the tool mod. I just turned them at a 90-degree angle, as you can see right now, so they go straight up, and I stuck them in the jar, and I was like, look at them, they're so cute. I was so proud of it. I was like, between the candles and the flowers, I was totally in love with this living space. I love it. So I use this little rug here from Tiny Living, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Here's me taking a couple screenshots to share on Twitter, and then I just fill up these little shelves. The shelves don't really have much on them, just a few decor and I believe some books. So yeah, I feel like the Sims that are living here, they're living way beyond their means, and they have just spent so much money on decorations. They've maxed out credit cards, and I feel like there's also a little bit of a competition between the two of them. Even though they're best friends, I feel like there's like this jealousy type thing, or this little competition where they're like, you know, I got more subscribers than you, or I've got more people following me than you. And so I feel like there's just this tiny bit of tension between the two of them where, you know, they're totally living at like a surface level, and so everything is all about looks. And so there's just this little bit of tension between them. So I don't know, it's gonna be interesting, but like I said, I have a few ideas. This is for my save file. I don't know if I said that already, but because it's for my save file, I have a few ideas of kind of where their lives are going to be headed. So stay tuned. So over here, I put two bookcases, and I decided to build this like little shelf here. I kind of wanted to make it look like a sitting area. And so we went back and forth with like what colors to make it, because this is kind of an area that sticks out from the rest of the house. And I liked it that way because I mentioned that there's two different kind of bohos, the really colorful boho and then like the more earthy tone boho. And so this, I wanted to be like the really colorful kind of, in a way, boho. And so I put these little chair backs up here next to this little seat, and I just wanted to make it look like a little spot where you could sit and read a book. But again, like I said, these Sims are totally all about surface level, so this is just here for show, and probably neither one of them really read books. But I thought this was a little cute thing to add. It looks like it would be good in a kid's room. And yeah, I just really liked it, and it does stick out a little bit, but I like the idea of it sticking out as well. And then of course I used these bricks to put on that wall too. I kind of went overboard with the bricks, which again is something that I typically do. So moving on to the kitchen, I think this is okay. So right here where I'm like going back and forth, I was actually explaining something to my husband and asking him how he felt about the layout of this kitchen, but I cut most of this out, so you guys aren't going to see a lot of the clutter and the decoration in this kitchen. Right here, I tried to add these little awnings. I just thought they would look cute, but they kind of stuck out too much, so I ended up just putting these curtains in here, and I think that they look fine. And I think maybe I do replace it with these like blinds that I think we got with my first pet stuff, which was like really weird because we got like these like really random items, and then we got these super nice blinds. So over here in the dining room, I kind of have this little china cabinet, and of course I pull out more jars and fill them with candles. And so you guys can kind of see, if you go to the debug menu and then you can filter the items through the eco lifestyle, that's where you can find the jars and the candles. And so it just looks really, really good. I love it. I think it looks so nice, and especially in live mode when like it's dark out, like the the candles just light up so nicely. One thing to keep in mind though is that in The Sims 4 the candles do burn and they do melt down, so that's just something to keep in mind, is if you're playing for a while and suddenly the candle has melted down to nothing, that is why. So you can always go in the debug menu and add more to them. Alternatively, you can just never turn them on, like always make sure your sim keeps them off, and maybe just turn them on sometimes if you want the ambience. I'm not sure, but you can also have your sim make them. So upstairs, like I said, there are 2 bedrooms. This is Octavia's bedroom, and I do end up cutting some of hers out, mainly because I thought that I was recording and I wasn't. And Octavia, like I said, she wants to be a beauty guru. She's got all of the latest makeup, all the most expensive makeup, and she's got her station up here for recording and editing her videos. She's got a little makeup station as well. I mean, she's got everything. She also has the bigger of the bedrooms and the bigger of the bathrooms, because I imagine that maybe she put down more money than Demetrius did, and so she got the master bedroom, or I don't know, maybe they flipped a coin. I'm not quite sure, but her bedroom is well, not significantly, it is bigger than Demetrius' bedroom. I think it turns out really good. I also used pink walls in here and kind of went with a gray and pink theme, and yeah, it's really cute in here. I really like it. I don't know, I wish that I was kind of like second guessing the layout of the upstairs, but I think in the end it turns out okay. I do clutter up her room a little bit. I add some shelving above this little makeup stand and add more makeup to it, and then her room doesn't have like a lot of clutter outside of the makeup. It's mostly just decoration. So yeah, I feel like again a lot of it is for show, so maybe when she's doing her videos she probably makes sure that like her bed behind her is nice and made, so it kind of gives like a better background in her videos. And so I put this little we got a tiny living, it's like a little tray that has books on it and a little candle, and so I stuck it on her bed, and I imagine like before she shoots her videos she lights the candle and just puts it on her bed and makes it look really nice, again just for some ambience. But yeah, then I just put a few pictures around her room, and I was just kind of going for like a really pink, really girly vibe. I love that I stuck this mirror behind the dresser. You guys can see there. I never realized that that mirror fit so perfectly behind that dresser, and it looks so good. I was like, I need to do this more often. So again, there's the little tray of books and candles, and I stuck a little lamp on here. I kind of went back and forth trying to find a good rug for her, and in the end I think I end up going with, I think I end up going with just a white fuzzy rug. So but yeah, I really liked the colors in here, and I feel like there's a lot you can do. I love doing like pink and gray bedrooms. I just think they look really good. So there is the fuzzy rug, and again when I play I'm going to make sure that Octavia has all of the like most expensive camera and equipment for her recording. Like I'm going to upgrade it completely, and I don't know, we'll see if she actually goes somewhere with her channel or if she fails and they end up on the streets totally broke and in debt. So yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. So I believe that Octavia's bathroom is the only bathroom that I show renovating, just because it's a bathroom, there's nothing special, and especially Demetrius' bathroom is pretty small. Actually both of them are actually kind of small, but hers is the bigger of the two. So Octavia has a nice bathroom. It's got a huge window in it, which I actually end up putting a curtain over because I end up sticking the toilet over there, and I just feel like that'd be like really awkward. I don't know, like even though it's far away and you can't see, I don't know, maybe it's just because I've never lived in a high-rise building. I would be uncomfortable with it. So in her bathroom I decorated it, and I really love how it turned out in the end. I used the tool mod and I create like this little ladder thing, which is again something that I've like learned from other simmers along the way. I don't know if you guys are gonna see it, but I create this little ladder shelf and I just clutter it up, and I think it looks really nice. And I also use like a tan tile that I think came with Snowy Escape actually, and it looks really good in here as well. So I was just going with some tan colors all downstairs. Like the whole downstairs is like white and brick. For the upstairs I wanted to have something just a little bit more color. So here's the little stair that I created. I don't think it looks as good as what I've seen other people, but I still think it's really cute anyways. So I just like clutter up this little stand. I stick a flower down there, or like a plant down there, and even though I don't feel like it looks as good as what I've seen other people make, I still think it's really cute. So I decided to leave it there anyways, and I was not able to get one in the other bathroom, but oh well, I really like this one, so I hope you guys like it too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of this bathroom. So then of course I get my jars out, I get my candles out, and I put more candles in jars, and that's like just a cool new thing I'm probably going to be doing in like all my builds now. Then I just add a towel. I think I put a painting over here, and then of course I put the toothbrush and the soap on the sink as well. So then after that we move on to the bedroom of Demetrius, and I'm really proud of how his bedroom turned out. So his bedroom is kind of more modern than the rest of the house, and it is red and black. But here I decide to make it a little bit smaller because I wanted to add a washer and dryer, and I wanted to open up the upstairs landing a little bit more than it was. It was really closed off. So I decided to put a laundry room in there. And then his bedroom is black and white. I used a lot of Moschino stuff, obviously, because it's kind of got that vibe that I was going for in the whole like fashion industry, and he's just really into fashion and the whole like runway thing. And his bedroom is like, it ends up being really cluttered because I end up going through like all the Moschino stuff, and I forgot about all the really cool things that we had. I always used like the cameras and stuff from the Moschino stuff pack, but I used like the room divider in here, and I stuck a little like a backdrop in here behind his like clothes, and I think it just looks really good. Like maybe he was trying on clothes or like helping other people try on clothes, and like he was able to like snap a quick picture, and yeah, I don't know, I think it looks really good. So that is the camera and the camera stand from the Moschino stuff pack, and then of course the dresser from the Moschino stuff pack as well. And here's where I was just kind of going through pulling things out, and I pulled out this pink light, and I love it. I was going to use the bookcase at first, but I decided to get rid of it because we already have a bookcase in the house and it was just way too much. And also these amps that we got I love these amps. They're actually like radios, but they make great decoration. So I stuck these amps in front of his window, and I make them red. And then I also use a little chess table in here. I just end up cluttering up his room so much, but it's so vibrant, and it definitely like makes a statement, I think. So I really like his room. I also put this picture over his window, and then I just stick some curtains up, and I think I get a light in here. Maybe that I changed the floor color, but I don't think I do. I think I leave the floor color the same, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this apartment. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I value your opinion, like I said, and I'm always up for constructive criticism as long as it is constructive. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later. Bye!